That perfect bed and breakfast property might be in the wrong zone, and that's a deal breaker hiding in plain sight. Here's how to confirm zoning regulations before you buy so you don't waste a penny or a dream. Hey there, amazing viewers. Enjoy our episodes? Don't just hover around, dive deeper. Hit that subscribe button like it's the key to a treasure chest of bed and breakfast knowledge, and ring that bell like you're summoning fun directly to your screen. Subscribe, ring, and let's keep your adventure rolling. You found the perfect old farmhouse with creaky floorboards and a view that makes people gasp. You're picturing homemade jam, happy guests, and even a couple who gets engaged right under your fairy lights. But before you hang up the vacancy sign, there's one thing that could pull the rug out from under you. Zoning. Zoning isn't just some pesky paperwork. It decides whether you can legally run your bed and breakfast at all. Ask the right questions early, and you'll save yourself money, stress, and the heartbreak of falling for a property you can't use. In this episode, I'll walk you through what zoning is, why it matters, and exactly what to do before you buy or renovate. What exactly are zoning laws? Zoning laws are local rules that decide how land can be used. Residential, commercial, mixed use, industrial. If you're turning your home or new property into a B&B, you need to find out if it's even allowed. Some areas don't permit short-term stays in residential zones. Others might allow it, but only with special permits. Some places allow B&Bs, but draw the line at fried bacon smells wafting past 9 a.m. I once helped a client who bought a charming cottage near a lake. They planned to open within months. Turned out the local bylaws required a 2-acre minimum for commercial lodging. Their lot, 1.85 acres. That 0.15 cost them 6 months, thousands in permit applications, and a few therapy sessions. Here's a tip. Always ask your local council or planning department in writing whether a B&B is permitted on your specific property. Ask these questions before you sign or swing a hammer. Now let's make it simple. Here's a starter list of questions to ask your zoning office or city hall. Is a bed and breakfast permitted at this address? Is it a by right use or does it require a special permit or variance? What's the process and cost for applying for a zoning variance? Include timeline, public hearing requirements, and appeals. Are there restrictions on how many rooms I can rent out? Some places cap it at 3. Others allow more if you're a live-in host. What are the rules around signage, parking, and lighting? Your quaint wooden sign might need to follow strict guidelines. Do I need to upgrade my utilities to meet zoning code? Septic systems, for instance, are often an issue. Think of zoning officers as the bouncers to your B&B dream. If they don't like what you're planning, you're not getting in. But go prepared and you have a much better shot. Special permits, not a back door, just a longer line. If your zoning isn't a perfect fit, don't give up. In many regions, you can apply for special permit use or conditional use permits. This usually means submitting drawings of your property, describing your guest's experience in detail, attending a public hearing, and yes, your neighbors will be invited. You'll need patience and probably a few cups of chamomile tea. One B&B owner I know in Ontario, Canada, had to present to the town council 3 times. She eventually won the permit, but only after agreeing to plant extra hedges to shield parking from view. If that sounds like too much red tape, then maybe this property isn't the right property. Better to pivot early than to get stuck in a holding pattern with bills piling up. Are you dreaming of running your own bed and breakfast, but feel overwhelmed by where to start? Or maybe you're already an owner, Looking to take your B&B to the next level? Welcome to the Mastering B&B Management comprehensive guide to starting, running, and growing your bed and breakfast. This course is a comprehensive roadmap for aspiring and current bed and breakfast owners, featuring 5 modules packed with actionable strategies, expert insights, and interactive resources. Click the link below to start your journey to bed and breakfast success and turn your dream into a reality. Don't wait. Your guests are already waiting for you. Don't forget building codes and fire safety. Zoning is just the first gate. You'll also need to comply with health, fire, and building codes. Depending where you are, that might include fire escapes or second exits, hardwired smoke detectors, commercial-grade kitchens if serving food, accessibility compliance. If your building is over 50 years old, you might run into heritage prevention restrictions. Charming? Yes. Bureaucratic? Also yes. Want a step-by-step guide to check all the boxes? The Mastering B&B Management Comprehensive Guide to Starting, Running, and Growing Your Bed and Breakfast course includes a licensing and zoning checklist that makes this process a lot less scary. Already bought the property? Here's what you can still do. Maybe you're checking out this episode a little late, after the purchase, or maybe even mid-renovation. Don't panic. Here's your plan. Stop renovations until you confirm zoning. No sense in pouring money into forbidden fruit. Consult a zoning lawyer or town planner. Yes, it'll cost you a bit, but can save you thousands. Talk to other B&B owners in your area. If somebody nearby got approval, that strengthens your case. If it turns out that zoning won't allow you to run a B&B, you can still pivot. Consider long-term rentals, events, retreats, or a private residence with guest suites. Guests won't remember the thread count. They'll remember how you made them feel. Your B&B Starter Blueprint shows you how to turn comfort into connection. Download it now. You can find a link in the show notes. Have you run into zoning surprises while researching your B&B dream? Share your story in the comments. So here are the 5 key takeaways from this episode. Zoning laws can block or delay your B&B. Ask zoning questions before buying or renovating. Permits and variances may still make it possible. Don't ignore fire and building codes. Talk to local officials before you fall in love with the property. Getting zoning sorted out might feel like dealing with the joyless cousin of hospitality, but trust me, this is what gives your dream its legs. When your permits are in place and your property is legit, you can focus on the things you actually love, like guests, homemade bread, and decorating that hallway table just right. Do the hard stuff now, so you can enjoy the heart stuff later. And that's a wrap of today's episode of Beds, Breakfasts, and Business. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and share with your friends. Remember, it's more than just the comfy beds and delicious breakfasts. It's about crafting an unforgettable experience. Stay inspired and keep those guest books full. Until next time, sweet dreams and sweeter success.